Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to Let's Talk Friday. I am your host, Joynes. And as usual, I have a guest. I think it's no longer a guest because it's actually a continuation of the last topic that we had. Kindly greet the people, sir.
Good evening, viewers, wherever you are viewing us from. May the Almighty God bless you.
All right, so tonight we bring you the topic that we had last time we were here, which was relationship, marriage, and infidelity. We looked at what is infidelity, what is considered as infidelity, and our guest here explained a lot on what infidelity is. And after this break, kindly join us.
Lono Studios cares about your memories, and what better way to keep your memories than having pictures and videos. As Lono Studios, we cover events such as weddings, kitchen parties, chilanga mulilo, birthday parties, as well as corporate events. If you are looking for quality pictures and videos for such events, look no further than Lono Studios. Visit and like our Facebook page at LonoZM.
Clear us. Today we're not advertising the movie. We are? What the ticket? Welcome back, our beautiful viewers. So, as I said earlier, it's a continuation of the previous topic that we had, which is relationship, marriage, and infidelity. And Mr. Mazimba had highlighted on a lot of things, of which, if you did not watch the previous program that we had, you can actually go on the Lono Studio page, and you'll find the episodes. You can actually share this video, like it, and send it to as many groups and as many pages as possible. Mr. Mazimba, I think I would like you to give a bit of a highlight on what we discussed about last time.
Thank you very much, Sister Joynes. Last time we looked at what is considered as infidelity. We began by defining the word infidelity, where we said simply cheating in our relationships, more especially those to do with romantic relationships or marriage relationships, so to say. And we looked at obligatory infidelity, object, romantic, cyber, spiritual, financial, and project. We also looked at reasons of infidelity. We looked at lack of love in our homes or in our relationships can lead to infidelity. A need for variety. There are some people who just want to taste this one, thinking that maybe human beings are made in different ways, or they have got different burdens in their bodies. And situation or circumstances also matters. And we also looked at unfulfilled promises or responsibilities in our homes, where men or who have got women, they don't even buy certain things for their women or those they are with in their relationships. Those cause infidelity and frustrations. Some people would want to also just do it as a way of revenge. And those are some of the highlights. We looked at that one. We went up to the damage that infidelity causes in our relationships. We didn't go deeper. I'm sure we are going to pick it from there.
Yes, thank you so much for the highlight. I think people have gotten the picture of actually what we're going to talk about tonight. So the last question that we had was, what are some of the damages that infidelity do to a person and the people involved in, for example, children, if any?
Yeah, last time when we met, we looked at two damages. The first one, we looked at depression. I will not go in deeper because we looked at this one. We also looked at low self-esteem. I want to begin by looking at how children, maybe in our homes, the way they are affected. Number one, children will start growing up with fear. They will start fearing about their future. They'll be not so sure of what tomorrow brings to them because the partners are differing. The father and the mother, they are at loggerheads. And it also teaches bad behaviors to our children because they see. You find that the mother is a prostitute, the children will be seeing.
Yes.
And if a father is also a prostitute, children will also be seeing. And they say, like father, like son.
Like son,
Is
yes.
it true?
Yes.
Like mother, like what?
Like
Daughter. I've
daughter,
never heard
because-
such a thing. Yes, yes. So certain behaviors, Sister Joynes, that we bring in our homes, we teach our children to also be the same.
Yes.
And actually, infidelity brings a lot of uncertainties in our homes, more especially when it comes to issues of contracting STIs.
Yes.
If our parents start suffering or they die, children will suffer.
Will suffer very
They will
much.
suffer so much. And actually, not only that, if, for example, a father pregnates another woman, right, it means that maybe that father will have will become a polygamous.
Yes.
Children will suffer because the father will have got double attention.
Yes.
So children will not receive a lot of support. I can give an evidence on that one because I'm coming from a teaching background where we have got a lot of students or a lot of pupils who've stopped going to school because their parents have stopped supporting them
Yes.
simply because they have found other women out there where they have taken their attention to. And the other one is safety. Safety is at risk. What do I mean? The safety of children, more especially girls at home.
Yes.
Because the father who should take care of these girls at home is out every day.
Yes.
Who takes care of the children? Even the mother, if she starts like that, who will teach the children how they should grow up? So safety is really compromised. So those are some of the few things that we can talk about in terms of damage in relation to children. And then coming to the adults, loss of trust. If my wife catches me with a prostitute maybe in a bar, she will no longer trust me.
Yes.
And when you lose trust in marriage, it simply means that even your friend is going to start due to frustration. And the other one is trauma. It causes trauma.
Yes.
And you find that nowadays there are these issues like HBP, high blood pressure.
High blood
Some of the high blood pressure we are noticing in people today is not because of food. It's because of frustrations. Sister Joynes, I can testify to you that some of the marriages people are in today, they are not real marriages. And some of the wives people have married are not really wives, but knives. They should be feared. Even these men, they are just men by name. Dear men, let us love our wives. Let us love our partners. Even you women and females out there, let us take care of our relationships.
On the loving, I think, don't you think as women we actually reciprocate to how we're being treated? Because respect is end, but how do you submit to cheating? How do you submit to, to emotional neglect?
Really, what you're saying could be true, but nowadays things are becoming different. I don't know how this world is, but according to simple research, even women today, even when men have not frustrated them, they are getting into these issues of infidelity. And you find that it's actually women who are causing more pain nowadays to men. I don't know why. It's maybe lack of patience, but like we have put it, mostly it's men who have got problems of infidelity.
Yes.
And sometimes women do it out of frustration.
Yes.
They are just forced to do that. But there are very few women, because Valanda Pansa Kata Pabula Chipua. They 1 out of 10 it couldn't be out of frustrations because of behavior, of maybe what they saw in the past, or maybe they want to have a lot of things at one time.
Don't you think the one you said as well as parents, it can be one of the effects as they are seeing how their parents are behaving. If I see my father cheating, my mother is also cheating, what will become of me in the future? It means I won't even be able to keep a home. I'll grow up to say that is normal because my parents used to do this. My mother used to do this, my father used to do this.
That is very true. I know of a certain family, it's not here in Kasama, when I was staying in Mpika, in Tazara. There was a lady who didn't want any person to talk about the children, even if they saw them misbehaving in bars. Say, "Bamami, umwana wenu natremona naba umesana uyu. Mumwafueko mkulanda." Yeah. She could even take you to police. But right now, as I'm speaking, I'm told all the children are misbehaving and they have failed to complete grade 12 because of misbehavior. Because they were seeing it, the mother doing it and supporting them.
Yes.
So sometimes parents make us get into these behaviors. Because even the Bible in Proverbs 22 verse 6 tells us to say, train up a child in the way he should go. That when he is old, he shall not depart.
But from it.
Yes.
Okay, so I think we go to the next question. How does one deal with a cheating partner?
That's a very good question, and that's the one I want to deal with mostly this evening.
This evening, yes.
Yes. Because whether you like it or not, Sister Joynes, I don't know. By the way, I didn't even ask whether you are married or not. I don't know.
I'm extremely single.
Extremely single.
Yes.
So, brothers and sisters, Sister Joynes here is. So you should pay me for
advertising.
Yes, and I should be
definitely.
the master of ceremony during your wedding.
You will be,
yes,
definitely.
So, anyway, coming to your question, how does one deal with a cheating partner?
Yes.
And this is a very important point where we are now, and I would love to have our viewers pay attention to this particular question. In the first place, you need to decide what you want about your partner if he's cheating. First of all, make a decision what you want. That's a very important stage. Decide if you want your trust to be regained in your marriage. Because there are some people, because they are very stranded in the relationships. Vakula, vafika 40, 30, no manga vasanga fya chiri chonse kupo vivini. Not umuntu uli onse chiri chonse fi. Chiri chonse vyaku vasenda tiyeni. Nangu chava chita frustrate chikalamba fina chivasende vivini. Now you need to decide if that is the lifestyle that you want of being cheated. And number two, understand why your partner is cheating on you. That's a very important point now. There are several reasons why people cheat on us. Sometimes we start losing the attention that we had at first. You see, Sister Joynes, you find a lover and you get married. Today you are saying you are very much single. And if you find somebody who loves you and we come to your home and we mobilize everything and you become very committed. When you are married, just the way you look, you are very smart right now, isn't it? Very clean. Yes. Speaking is so well. But when you get married, you stop bathing. Ukipika mulefirwa. Abalume ben shina yapyoku. Perform busy. Ba made ebale samfya amapanti. Ba made ebale samfya amabomba. Bamdala bakamisha ba Joynes. Then you have fishing. And the other thing that we need to understand is that sometimes why they cheat on us is because we don't give them what they deserve. Last time we talked about sex issues. Some of these marriages you have seen, some people spend even a year without having sexual intercourse in a home. That's a very big problem. So you need to understand why you are being cheated. Verify, is it your problem or is it my problem? Sometimes as you are living with your man, even more especially these sexual issues, like what our friend Clarius was saying, he was interrogating us. You know, in marriage, you need to understand the speed of your friend.
Yes.
Na mama motoka yene alikuwa kwa mama ile jai kwa liba enda sana na yashaenda sana na yeye butuka sana ngo wakumia kufye na yeye butuka sana meaning that kwa yaba tako ne chilake chikulu sana cha sex sana bamota ba most bashinga mwa yapa naka wa Joynes mbimota mfuwa sana yapa talipata refi at always for the sake of this one mwa upa ulia wakulanda talafi fuwa sana, it becomes a problem, I'm telling you. So you need to understand your partner. Maybe you don't satisfy that partner of yours. It could be a lady, it could be a man. So you need to understand all those things. Then let your partner speak out. Allow your partner speak out with respect. Sit down. Don't start by insulting. You need to sit down with somebody to say, "Kwena washi mwana, wana mwana. Ayama manaza ande umfoma rumors na yakula." And ninkwatama evidence. Don't start by saying, "No, we divorce, we do what?" Sit down with your partner. Let him or her explain to you what could be the reasons for that unfaithfulness. With respect, somebody will explain to say, what and what, this is what is causing, I'm liking this and this, they will explain. And then have a way forward together. So you can, those people who are mature can even ask to say, what do you want me to do? for you to be faithful. Is it wrong for me to ask like that, Sister
No,
Joynes?
no, it's not.
What do you want me to do for you to be faithful? And somebody would, if he truly loves you, will come out say, improve on this and this and this and this and this. I'll make sure I'll start coming early. And the other thing is that let your partner inform you the whereabouts. Gamamuna, your partner starts taking a lot of time coming back home. Inquire where those people, where your partner is. Very important. You may not know where your partner is. You may be thinking is at the funeral. Meanwhile, I was at the prostitute. Are we following that?
Yes, I am.
Can you move on?
Yes, we can. There's actually a question. It has
Yes.
come in a very important question as well.
Mm.
Is it justifiable that someone can cheat on you and still say they love you?
It's correct. Because sometimes cheating is just a temptation.
For men.
For
I
men.
think, yes.
For men. And then you see, the problem with men, why men cheat, like if you remember very well, there's what we call opportunistic infidelity.
Yes.
Whereby I just go maybe for a workshop. I go and meet my workmate there. Then we have got chance because I don't have where to rest.
Yes.
I'm sure you know what I mean when I say where to rest. Then that is opportunistic. It doesn't mean that I've started loving that person. Those are just feelings. So we should differentiate feelings from love.
So lust.
Yes,
from
that
love.
is just lust. And that is, you just want to fulfill your sexual desires. So it doesn't mean that your love has died.
But
I know of a man who was caught and no, even if you do like this, me, I still love my wife.
But Vioda, isn't that actually disrespectful? Because in as much as you can't control that lust, you have that love to save and the respect and the diseases that we're having. I think true love is, if you really love that person, quite alright that there can be feelings involved, but it shouldn't reach the extent of you having to, put that person to bed. And
That is very correct. And that is why your marriage must be anchored on the solid rock, which is Jesus Christ. Where marriage is not all about just loving each other. There are a lot of things that come your way. Immediately you get married. Temptation will come your way. That's why you need to pray over it. Prayer is key in marriage. That is my key thought on that one. Because what makes us stay away from such temptations is prayer and self-discipline. And that's why let me quote the Bible if you allow me.
yes.
1 Peter 5 verse 8. The Bible says, be sober, because the devil, your adversary, is moving like a rolling lion. And other versions will say, have self-control. Issues of lust are dealt with self-control. Men and women in marriage, and girls and boys in relationships, and gents and ladies and the rest in relationships, we need to have self-control if we are to keep our relationships moving. Yes.
I remember my father actually said, one thing I did before I got married, I said I actually told myself I should be religious and I should be sober. I should never drink alcohol because it will save me a lot of stress and a lot of kind of unwanted behavior. Okay, I think we're going to read the few comments that we have. And then we go on a short break. After this short break, keep the comments coming. Keep sharing the video. Send your comments, please. If you have questions, keep sending them. So we have a comment from Edmond Chronic. It says, keep on, sir. Edmond Chronic also says, this is awesome. I'm learning a lot. Wankungu Singwa, following my order. Okay, keep the comments coming and keep sharing the video. We'll catch up with you after this break.
Lono Studios cares about your memories, and what better way to keep your memories than having pictures and videos. As Lono Studios, we cover events such as weddings, kitchen parties, chilanga mulilo, birthday parties, as well as corporate events. If you are looking for quality pictures and videos for such events, look no further than Lono Studios. Visit and like our Facebook page at LonoZM.
Wi-Fi network yashima kuri Welcome back, our beautiful viewers. Okay, so as you have seen, there's a movie which is actually being showcased there on the adverts, and you can buy the tickets. You can actually contact the Lono Studios or the Lono TV page. They'll actually give you a ticket of your choice, which you can afford. The movie is a buddy, and we'll be launching it on the 26th of this month at Wamlungwe Lodge. Okay, so getting back to our topic, I wasn't. Let me still ask on how does one deal with a cheating partner?
I
Yes.
think we looked at some points, but let me pick it from there. Let your partner inform you the whereabouts. That's the last point we looked at. And then the next is that you should make an agreement. When you discuss about the issues of cheating that are going on in your relationship, if you want to move ahead with your relationship, you need to sit down with your cheating partner. Make some agreements. Don't behave childishly. You forgive today, you forgive tomorrow without a way forward. It will become a habit until you die, both of you, because of these STIs.
Yes.
So you should make an agreement. Just tell your partner to say, when I never fiala to adila, promise me. Because nanami katana kabidi, ine chawama kwate separate.
Yes,
Make an agreement.
that when one cheats, they are bound to cheat again.
That is, to some extent, that is very correct, because that one comes as a result of the situation not being arrested at the tender stage, whereby you see an action being taking place, you can't do anything. It continues and it continues hammering you. It continues hammering you without doing anything. So it becomes a habit. So when something becomes a habit, it becomes very difficult to stop. So we need to arrest certain situations as soon as possible at a tender stage. So you need to make an agreement with your cheating partner to say, are you going to change your habit or not, or your attitude or not? If you don't change, then let us make an agreement. Even me, I'm going to start. Well,
I think I think because kusangati the home is peaceful, but because it's a habit that they picked even before they married. And I think what I can advise people is, if it's just a relationship, Mr. Mazimba, not marriage, I think one should leave once someone cheats.
Yeah, that's a very good observation, Sister Joines. You know, why do people court? I'm sure when you come in next time, I would want us to come and discuss on what should you interrogate in courtship, and what should you really do in dating. I think those are very important issues.
Yes.
Why do we court and why do we date is to understand my partner. If I find that my partner doesn't have what I look for, she's cheating or is cheating while in a relationship, when you get in marriage, it will be worse. That I can assure you. So if God discloses to you the behavior of your partner in a relationship, that one I will not even bend. Please interrogate more. If it continues, separate. Even on a wedding day, last time we learned that even on a wedding day, feel free to quit. Instead of you getting into marriage, which will be like prison, quit, my brother, my sister. Because such behaviors will be worse. Don't think such behaviors will reduce. It will be worse.
And then some men are so disrespectful. They cheat and they expect you to be submissive to cheating. I think that is quite
that is quite unfortunate. And let's talk about the last three things that you can do with a cheating partner. The other thing that you can talk about is the religious thing.
Yes.
Be prayerful. Pray for your partners. It's very important. Being an elder, you call me an elder.
Yes.
And I'm really an elder. I would encourage those people who go to church, who worship God in truth and in spirit. When God gives you a partner, make sure you pray for your partner. And you pray that God keeps your relationship. Well, sometimes, you know the devil hates love, my sister.
Too much.
The devil doesn't want you to have marriage. The devil doesn't want to have somebody who loves you. That I can assure you, Sister Joines. So people forget about prayers. Marriages are given by God. And that's why Proverbs tells us to say, whoever finds a good wife finds a good thing. And listen to this. The Bible doesn't say whoever is given a wife finds it. It's something that you should find. Finds a good thing. A wife is not an award. It's something that you should seek for. So the other thing that I can talk about is seek for counseling. If you find that your friend is erring, you do this, you do this, then agree if you can go for a counselor, a trusted counselor. There are marriage relationship therapists. Those are trained. They know how to train people and how to talk to cheating partners, and things work out. I think those are some of the things that you can do. And sometimes, before I forget, this is very good.
Okay.
If your partner continues cheating, now this is very important, more especially those that are in marriage.
Yes.
Today you catch your husband with a prostitute, or your wife with a prostitute, and tomorrow the same. Involve the family members.
Yes.
Because amalwalenga ya isa bakamibepesha ba joinesa timo mwaletelelo muntu wesu. Ushana mumfa papa joinesa hapo.
Ingumfuyikisha sana.
Iteni aba fyashikoze ukuthi umuntu mwampela kuno wangu pomwana wenu talala munganda. So that whatever will come your way, they will know that no, it's not our daughter was caused this. Yes.
So looking at a generation which has embraced cheating, it's now akale kwale bathi abawume ubuchende bwami ometa butobanganda ubuchende bwami ometa butobanganda, but meanwhile a lot of things are being damaged. Na ifufu bana mayo kulande cheat. I think we've picked up the same behavior for men, and I think we even cheat better than men. Way smarter than men. So who cheats more between men and women?
Well, that's a very important question, and that's a crucial one. I'll get into research. Yeah, prior to my coming, I was trying to research on who cheats more. I think that's a question that has come at the right time. Research shows that men cheat more than women. Where you have got 10 cheating men, you have only one lady who can cheat so far. And mostly, women in marriage don't cheat a lot. Nowadays, the ones who are cheating a lot are those who are in relationships. And research and counselors have found that women mostly cheat because of frustrations. It's because of the behaviors that come from their men. Because they are tired also, so they want to revenge. And most of the women who cheat are those who are not taken care of. You find that here is a person, maybe a teacher, has married a person maybe who doesn't go for work, is it? No support. There is a church function, you cannot support your wife. There is a function somewhere, there is a where they need to contribute something. You know that my friend doesn't have any job. But you don't support, but you go for drinking every day.
Yes.
Now, where do you think your partner will get the money? So they are just forced. They are just forced. No, I found one lady, this is a very true story.
Yes.
Who one day, who almost tempted me. Say, brother, this is a very true story, I cannot cheat, and we are in the Sabbath actually.
Yes.
Ngamunganga fudisha kofe 300 mukese mpera na ngwinchi to kunganda, but she was very beautiful. Monica keneka motoka ka reading jendela mwaka. Explaining that to me, mwali upwa ata married no mbaba lume bandi bano fyobwalwa, and that here in Kasama I just came in 2016 when I was transferred to come here for work. And that's the very first temptation I made, but I praise God. I conquered it in the name of Jesus. And I learned that some men are not serious. You men out there, let me warn you, take care of your partners. With the little resources that you have, take care of them. If they are not working, if they are not doing business, if you are not doing any business, empower them. They can do one or two things so that they, and if you don't do that, they will keep on begging. And that's why you find that when we talk about infidelity, we are not talking about sex issues only.
Yes.
This is where nowadays we are finding that a lot of ladies have borrowed a lot of money. They have gotten a lot of caliber. That's financial infidelity, isn't it? They go to this, what we call, this women organization at savings. You've heard about them, isn't it? Those have brought a lot of problems. I know of people who have paid a lot of monies they were not supposed to pay because maybe certain things went wrong somewhere. So, actually, what I would say is that men cheat more than women, and that research proves to us. Mostly women are forced. Those that are in marriage don't cheat anyhow. It's because of the forcing matters that just come their way. But for ladies, those who are just too playful with them, there's something else. But I want to warn them as well. do not cheat on your partner. Let us be responsible. Let us come out. Let us take care of one another.
And I think when a woman cheats, that's why men don't forgive, because we don't just cheat for the sake of satisfaction. We cheat with our emotions.
Yes.
When I get intimate with someone, definitely I'm going to develop that for them. And that's why you find that your woman's attention is drifting away from you. What's going on? What's going on? But once she gets, it reaches the infidelity of being intimate with the other person, that relationship is doomed.
And just on that one, Sister Joyce, relating to the same question that you asked between men and women, and you find that we are actually very lucky as men. Men out there, let me assure that we are very lucky. If God had given the hearts that we have also in women, we couldn't have stayed in these marriages. Women are very forgiving. Very, very, very forgiving.
Thank you.
Very forgiving. Very forgiving. Women, God bless you.
Thank you so much.
God bless you. You do forgive. I don't even me, I may not forgive if I catch my wife doing it. But if my wife catches it the way I know one at the bola, maybe can forgive me.
Yes.
Yes. So I don't know. You know, God's design is perfect.
We look in all angles
Yes.
to say, despite all this man is good.
Yes.
Maybe it was just a temptation. Let me forgive. But in the end, oh my God.
Yeah, they are very forgiving. And actually, men don't forgive easily.
No.
Ngakwikata fe mu buchende waya kulonga na ina wine kwati nisho fine kwati shilafika pali extent hiyo yakubelelo oluso buchende abakashibandi kwena shishiwe basa joke ya technician base kwena nabonga bali fika pali, but otherwise that's how God has created us. Women are blessed, as God has put a lot of forgiveness in them.
Yes.
And that's the way God sustains these
That's
marriages.
why we are the ones who keep the house.
And no wonder we should help them. No wonder, let me speak on, they have not, you have not corrupted me in any way. But we need to respect them because they are very forgiving and they care and they persevere a lot. And you find that when we even contract these STIs, they are the ones who suffer in hospitals.
Very true.
But if it is them in hospital, again, we don't go.
No. You
Miti
even actually
mashima
have...
kata imwe ba join us in timu yenu.
Uyu mutima ngefine mlandire nilesa atupela, and we can't really run away from that. That's why when a woman becomes bitter, it's very, very dangerous. A woman is a very dangerous human being. Nopo amsta frustrated to an extent of reacting to a man's behavior, and she's had it. And when she's done, she's done.
Yeah, my goodness.
And I think let me read some of the comments that we have so that we go on the last break. When we come back, we look at the last question. Okay, so we have a comment from Kingsley Njalamimba. It's high time men get to their senses. Okay, I think we'll read the other comments after this break.
Lono Studios cares about your memories, and what better way to keep your memories than having pictures and videos. As Lono Studios, we cover events such as weddings, kitchen parties, chilanga mulilo, birthday parties, as well as corporate events. If you are looking for quality pictures and videos for such events, look no further than Lono Studios. Visit and like our Facebook page at LonoZM.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I think let me read some of the comments that we're having. We have a comment from Chishimba Chichi. They forgive, but when they stand on killing, they kill nicely. Yes, we do. It's high time men get to their senses. That's from Kinsley Jalamimba. Kingsley Jalamimba also says, nice talk. Thank you so much. Chishimba Chichi, watching as usual. Men don't cheat, mwebantu. We are content with what we have. One woman by a man. Please, mwalau misha abantu mufyuko. Watching you live, join us, enjoying the topic. Thank you so much, Prince Mwamba Lustros. Nice topic. I'm learning. Say hi to Mr. Mazimba. Mr. Mazimba, Variranda hi ba.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, and these ones we actually read them. Keep the comments coming. Keep them coming. Keep sharing the video. It might just help someone out there who's been dealing with a cheating partner. You might never know. Okay, so we go to the last question. When let me put it this way: after all is said and done, about a cheating partner, getting over them, how do you get over infidelity? You know, there are a lot of victims. They can't just come out openly to say, this is what's going on, this is what I'm passing through, or I have been through this. But yes, how can one get over infidelity?
Okay, so it's a two-way trafficking. There's one who is who has been hammered, and the other one who has caused the problem. Maybe let me begin with the one who has been a problem, who has caused problems, and the one who has been cheated for some time, because they also need some help. But for those men who have been cheating and your partner has forgiven you, it could be your wife, it could be your husband, or it could be your lover. You are not yet into marriage. Your partner has forgiven you. But what should you do as a person who is forgiven? Number one, you must be remorseful. You must be remorseful. To be remorseful simply means that you acknowledge that you were wrong.
Yes.
And after you have acknowledged that you were wrong, and that one should come with sincerity.
Sincerity, yes.
Deep down your heart. And then some people, to show sincerity, they even buy a gift. If you just love somebody and somebody has forgiven you, Sister Joyness, you love somebody and you have forgiven somebody and somebody has forgiven you, why can't you buy even a gift? Say,
yes,
my wife, when I was in Belero, Lucene, wanti katakwena, enjoy no kuinja wambelero, it's more na gift. Take her to Dubai, take her to Lusaka, what a beautiful place to just show that sincerity and happiness, to say somebody has forgiven you.
Yes.
And then show some change. Don't even be forced. Have a special day when your partner doesn't even expect. It could be a man, it could be a lady. One doesn't even expect to say, I want to talk to you.
Yes.
Not the mule umana. I won't be like Lusa, Tafikaring away. But I will go. No, okay, say Macofena with Pazilo one Gomari Upana. Okay, Banaman and the folk London. Naim when I'm over poor want. In the Mbosana.
With the confidence.
With the confidence.
Yes.
But you may not say, but no, I was just joking. Anyway, with confidence, wake up, pray even over it to say,
yes.
You can imagine one who will show Muntu or Watema. Sister Joyness, Ashua. Be assured that it won't repeat itself. That is true repentance. And then show some care. Show some care. That's how we can come out. And then show something. Now, you need also to delete the numbers of the people that
you cheat with.
Yeah, you cheat with. And ensure, because you need to reach an extent where you should leave your phone with your wife or with your husband without problems. If we all reach that extent, we are going to all live peacefully. But immediately in your relationship, this phone gives you problems to live with your partner. Know that you haven't yet reached the stage. I don't know whether you have gotten that point, because that's a very cardinal point. Because God has given us a measure now. We don't need to even go very far to say nalaishi washaninga watching. Mule loka na lelo phone mbofye ko phone yenkunchito. Na nkuchechi nsendeko. Mko mfemiso ikafuma.
I think I came across something which is saying this time around phones are more private than private parts.
Yes. And I also saw it. That is very true, and I appreciated that one who did that one. Yeah. So the other thing is when you have repented and you have deleted the phone numbers and you have even said no, uyuna leko kusangwa na wikasangwa pona. Because if you repeat, your friend is going to collapse.
Yes.
Don't apologize today and tomorrow you repeat what you did. The same thing. It's very painful. It will be more painful to your partner than ever before. Yes. So you need complete change.
True.
And then the other thing is that you need to work on, change is a process. Change needs our effort. Don't just say I've changed and then you just be like that. Then there must be certain things between the two of you to say, since in a change a boy. Nomba inepa kuti njafuwe muri change tule chitakoe fine. Therefore ya kobusaka. Therefore ya kokulalya kotu. I think therefore ya mwiki tule kumana ko 8 times na 50 times. Ngatakala ana komu nove what and what you agree ifinga kukipinga uifisa all those things filafi no kumba kulya filetena munganda so what you explain nicely. Because change is not just saying na change. There must be certain things that must be practical so that it keeps your relationship moving.
Yes.
And then the last thing is that pray over it that your friend has changed. Now, what about that one who was affected?
Yes.
That one who was affected should, if you have accepted, accept the apology with sincerity. Ngawa ipokerela iria, assure your friend to say ninkubelelo luse. Now, mukubelelo luse kobe ulanda fe ninkubelelo luse landa ko tumashu tumo. Utu alale ngomu nobe abe convinced kulando kwa what you have accepted that apology. So kwena uluse ni mibelela. But abengi walanda that when you forgive, don't put conditions. And now in these matters of relationships, there must be conditions for forgiveness.
True.
Don't take this for I don't know the research you have done out there, but this is what I've done myself. In the relationship issues, once you resolve matters with a cheating partner, don't just say I've forgiven you. There must be some conditions.
Yes.
There should be some agreement. So when ngama wekesha po inenomba muka inspire fi. Ngama wekesha po chama fi hapo. All those but nini vele lo lusenomba shire therefore ya uliamwila sangwa nankwe. Because our partners know very well the friends that we have who influence us badly.
True.
If my partner tells me to say, like me, I'm married to my wife, Ruth. If she tells me to say, I need to understand so that the forgiveness, she receives it well.
And as women, I think we just have a gift of knowing to say when things are wrong. Even when your girlfriend says this, don't. Sometimes we just have that, the intuition that God has just given us it's 99.9 always correct.
Yes. So it's very important to forgive each other in this life. And maybe the last words that I would say, Sister Joyne, is about marriage and relationship issues is that, to just meet somebody on the way who tells you to say, no, I love you, Sister Joyne. I love you, Mr. Mazimba. It's a blessing.
Yes.
Love is a genuine word. It should be a genuine word. It's a very big word. And let me say this. Let me be critical as I rest my case. Let me be critical in the sense that I want to put a certain statement to say, don't start loving somebody before you understand what it means to love. Let me put it this way. Don't engage yourself in love relationships before you understand what love means.
Yes.
Love is costly. Because of this love, people have died. And the first one who died is Jesus.
True.
Because of love. John 3 verse 16. You are from the camp meeting, Sister Joyne. For God so loved the what?
The world.
The world. That he gave what?
His only begotten
that
Son.
who?
Whoever believes in him
should
shall
not do what?
Perish.
But have everlasting. Because of love, what did Jesus do? He died.
Sacrificed himself.
He sacrificed himself. Love is a big thing where somebody can die. Somebody can commit suicide. So because of love. I'm coming from a college there. Uko tumona abana atwafyo mutunturu apapene apona ati BP yanina. Nishi boyfriend fyale moneka aima.
My love.
My love. Those are situations, real stories.
Yes.
So love is a very big word, brothers and sisters. For those brothers and sisters who are not yet married, who are still struggling, may the Almighty God help you find somebody.
Amen.
You are not at the station. marriage is so sweet, muka enjoy. Not nefi mucha mufikoona na mushani mukala panga fefe mulefa na musula kona mado not na mabiza shani mukala fika no kufika. So please, if you are out there, you have not found somebody whom you can start loving, find somebody. You are not at the station, no, waiting for something to happen. Please work hard. Mulechelusha bana kuskuru. Bana ufule bamba grade 1 wangu.
And your advice to single ladies.
Yeah.
Your advice to single ladies.
The advice to single ladies is that don't get worried. Don't get worried. The right men will come your way. Keep doing what you can do. Be smart. Be responsible. Be respectful. Don't show bad behaviors on the street. Because men want ladies who are well behaved. So don't even develop BP to say, no, what has happened? Because the problem is that if you don't join a CF, Gamamba Fika 35, she should be 35. Nishi, Mamba, Nomba, no, Papa, hi, see no, Makuya, Pafena Kuchi Johnson. No, don't take your time, pray over it. God, I can assure you, God is going to give you a man who is going to keep you, who is going to love you. They will be with you till death.
I think a lot has been said, and personally, I have learned a lot from this. I didn't even know to say there are types of infidelity, because most of us just know to say infidelity is when the other person gets sexually intimate with another person. And I think viewers out there have also learned something, one or two things. Please watch the first episode and this one as well, and you understand everything in depth. And until next time, it's bye-bye for now. Good night.
Thank you.
We show you how the face of Kasama has changed each and every moment. Our production crew has now advanced in streaming live the full HD up to 4K. Lono Studios is well equipped for the service. We have 4K cameras for high resolution, DJI drone for aerial view, live streaming video switcher, gimbal for smooth rotation of an object, and many more equipments. You can book us for live